Hello, well I'm in our favourite woodland clearing today with the Kent Bodgers, and we have set ourselves another in a day challenge. This is where we take some wood from the woodland, in this case it's all actually wind blown wood, and we build something by sunset. And if you've watched the videos you will have seen we've made a chair in a day, we made 2 coracles on another event, and we also made a memorial bench. This time round we're going to be making a great wheel. It's an early form of spinning wheel, and it has approaching 40 individual components. We're going to be making them all with hand tools only, and we want to be spinning some wool by sunset. Quite a challenge, good fun. Let's get underway.
They're actually all wind-blown trees. We've got 2 chestnut logs which are going to make the main component. We've got 2 cherry logs which are going to make a hub and a spare hub, and we've got some oak which we're going to split down for the pins we're going to use. We're not going to use nails, we're going to use oak pins.
Okay, we're working to a set of plans that we've drawn up. So this is the great wheel itself, and then we've got a plan page for each of the components.
You need 8 spokes, so 8 pole lathe turners for the spokes, 2 hubs, 2 pole lathe turners. We can do those on a spindle lathe or a bowl lathe, depending what we want to do. We've got lots of carving to do.
And a saw.
It comes out.
Let me guess, spokes?
We believe this is
These are the billets for the spokes, yes.
Yeah, it's really good. How's the wood seem?
It is gorgeous.
Oh good.
There's nothing quite like shaving chestnut, is there?
No, no.
It just wants to spring apart in your hands.
And it looks quite a nice bit of grain as well.
Pretty straight, the odd knot, as you would expect, but yeah, John's got some lovely trees around here, doesn't he?
It certainly has.
Oh yeah, this axe is an exact copy of one found in a toilet pit dating to about 1,000 years ago in London, city of London.
Oh God, do you think it dropped in the bog and no one wanted to pull it
Well,
out?
the top limb,
Yeah.
when I say exact copy, there was a bit of the original axe missing, and that's probably why they threw it down the toilet and didn't go back to get it. So the original oak handle was there,
Yeah.
a little iron wedge, and part of the top of the limb of the axe was broken off. It's called the Milk Street axe, and it's much used to make replicas thereof. There are plenty of these found archaeologically, but we can see these very long broad axe marks on timbers that we can date with tree rings, so we can then, if you like, date when the axes came in. And in Kent they came in as early as the 690s. The Romans didn't have them, but the Saxons brought the tools in, and they're very nice to use on fresh green split oak, or in this case chestnut, which is even easier. Particularly good tools for that, but they're finishing tools. They're not for felling trees or cutting people's heads off or anything like that, you know.
I guess there are 8 spokes. We're going to need 8, aren't we?
8 pins, yeah.
8 pins,
yeah, so,
yeah.
but it's just making enough so that there's plenty, then the best can be chosen.
Yeah, good.
Good.
And this plate, it's
Yes.
a set, isn't it?
So they do a metric and they do an imperial set in the box, and they do the individual pieces as well. So you get the outer piece, and then the insert just pops in.
Gosh.
And it takes you down the various sizes
Nice.
to form the dowels
Yeah.
you need for your pins.
That feels quite sharp as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
It feels nice. Far better than my dowel plate, which is just a bit of steel with a drill hole in it. Very good. God, you make Dutch dolls with those.
I did, which was the first use. Absolutely, yeah.
We are measuring up for the round, is it the spindle?
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, a bit of precision work. You may recall, if you watched our making a chair in a day video, that we dried the tenons in hot sand. Well, we're doing exactly the same thing here today. So these are the wheel spokes, and we're drying the ends of those to get the moisture out of the green wood. It's all freshly felled wood. By driving the moisture out, they will shrink. We will then, when we come to assemble the wheel, insert them into the hub.
and the water will move from the wet heart into those dry tenons, and we'll have a nice tight join. Max, what are you doing? Spokes?
Yes, I believe I am. I'm trying to tidy up this piece of wood, make it more circular.
Great.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
No, great. Let me guess, Richard, a leg?
I think so.
You think so? Yes. Yeah, it's either that or
Sure.
yeah, it's the shorter one, isn't it? That's looking quite deep.
It's got to go all the way through.
Yeah, gosh, that's looking good.
Going to run out of bit.
Gotta get it out.
It's coming, it's coming.
Oh, it is actually, isn't it? Yeah, not too bad.
That's lucky.
Yeah. This is where the wood shrinks and dries and it's locked in.
Don't do anything, Richard.
The good thing about the genuines. So we've been leaving the wheel rims soaking in this bath of water, and we're hoping they're going to bend.
Oh, can we have some people round grabbing these? You can see there's 8 of these with 1 block each, please.
Okay.
And we're going to start there at this end. Can someone hold the end of this for a little while? Are we going to get it past that? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Start there. That's it. We've got this end. You'll see a taper. And what we're going to do is bring the other end round and then do a lap joint. So once we've got it round, it's got to be cut on there. So this one goes down here. So first we want to be able to cut the lap joint there. So can we have the first, make sure these blocks are down about halfway so we keep the former straight. So can someone put one on that one with the clamp out. With the clamp, can someone grab these? I've got one here. Okay, put the block that side, upright, and put this in the centre. That's it, now tighten up. That's it, now it's nice and tight. Next one, who's next?
Okay. You rear in it.
Okay, that way.
At one stage.
I've got more time with this, which is the advantage of... Who's next?
Always wanted to try that.
As tight as you can. Right, let's do this one now.
John, we're just up a little bit on this.
Are we?
Yeah, look, just to...
Okay, one, loosen that and then we'll just push it down. Well spotted. We are on the... Now, is that it now?
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do is cut this to exact size, cut the other taper across.
Okay, the wheel rim, 2 weeks ago this was a tree, and what's happened is we cut it straight off the tree down to 1/4 inch, and then in the past 24 hours we've put the wheel rim components in this water trough to try and get a bit of moisture content back into them. So we're relying solely on just wet bending. There's no steam bending on this one. We are just relying on the moisture content still remaining in the wood. Now if you think about it, by actually having it cut 2 weeks ago, it means the wood has dried out a little, and that's actually a good thing, because if you make the analogy of, say, a bit of celery out of your fridge, if you have a bit of celery and it's fresh and you try and sort of bend it, it just snaps. If you leave it in your fridge for a week and then try and bend it, the celery will be more pliable. And it's the same thing here, because this was cut 2 weeks ago, it has dried, which actually makes it more bendable than if it was completely soaking wet off the tree. It's less likely to crack. So that's why we took that approach. The water here is really just to try and get, because it's a very hot day, get a little bit more pliability back into it.
Mainly the other end.
Oh, right.
The angle's a bit too steep and it's got kind of flat patches, so it's kind of grinding its way in.
Yeah, making it
not
difficult.
ideal.
Well,
Yeah.
all I can say is you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
This is a bit you've done first, just to make it so that it's easier. Is that
Somewhere
right?
for the, yeah, because it was slipping off before.
Yeah, that's quite nifty. Yeah.
So if I let go from a bottom without keeping my foot on it, it keeps jumping off. So
Oh, okay.
it's not a perfect design.
No, but it's probably, well, better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keeps it have those nudges with. Excellent. So a proper pole there.
What? Got a new motor?
And James on the lathe has been shooting quite a lot of this video, so big thanks. I'll be carving a face on it.
Knows the ears.
Yeah.
It's a maximum, wasn't it? That measurement, which is.
What's the idea of the torch?
So I can see.
Very
Just to
good.
get the raking light.
Yeah, and
Really
it's a bit dark.
Be
isn't it,
overcast
now?
and dark,
Yeah.
so there's no contrast.
No. You decided it needed some artistic curves.
Well, I just copied the photograph.
Yeah, and it does look nice.
Well, it just makes it a little bit more
It does, doesn't it?
interesting. That's,
Yeah.
particularly because it's the front of
Yeah.
the thing.
Bolts having to go to there.
Yeah, we can.
So you need.
We've got a slight problem here. The rim
Quite a
is
bit.
stuck on the former. It's obviously shrunk because it's cool.
Okay.
So we're trying to lift it off the former using the G clamps. Actually, that's working on yours, John. I just saw that rise.
Yeah, no,
half
it's
an inch.
I've just been lifting all the way around.
Okay.
Oh, you mean John?
No,
yeah.
John W.
Too many Johns.
I'm
John,
sure.
John, John.
I'm sure it's the same.
John W. That doesn't help.
Don't work either.
So it's just.
So we've got the hub sitting on a bit of plywood, which is suspended on 4 screws,
Okay.
and hopefully we can adjust the screws
Yes.
so that the bit of plywood is parallel to this top plate and also in line with this centre line on here,
Yeah.
and then our drilling method might work.
And the drilling method is this auger.
Well, we've got an auger bit here,
Okay.
so we're using the plywood as a guide.
Yep.
We've got a little housing joint here just to keep it roughly on track, and we need to put a little packer on this end, just keep this end up, then hopefully it's going to drill the hole in the right place.
Beamer action going on here.
Yeah, he's got a knack.
Good, good. That's what we want. Looks a nice leg going in there.
Yeah, the legs are rather nicely made and quite smooth.
Good.
More than that. Sticking out a bit on one side, but
Yeah, but I think maybe it looks a touch more, and then. But I don't know. I hate one of these things also. I don't know.
It looks good.
maybe to get it out first.
Yes, that's right. You're shrinking.
Right, there we go. We
Got to
should
twist
have
it
that.
rather than leave it because this can split very easily.
So spoke pegs going in there.
I've left an axe without sheath on it somewhere.
Earlier that the heat would encourage shape, so we left it on. That looks good. In terms of centrality, from this plane.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So finally it's dark.
Oh, well done, wheelman.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I don't believe it.
This isn't turning, that's the problem.
We just need more lubrication on this. Have we got
No, we
more?
need more tension.
More tension. Well, that can be, you could pull it back that way a bit, maybe. Put a bit of tension in it. I don't believe it.
It's working.
I don't believe it. Where's Harry? Oh, Harry's there, right.
Yep.
See it.
Yeah. We have a meter. Oh, that's pretty good. We've got a meter of it.
Keep my beard out of the way, otherwise I'll get.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're going to take
Wrapped
it up in
in.
it, Paul.
Wow.
Yes, well done, Snowy.
I don't believe it. Victor Meldrew would say. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Excellent. Another meter.
But it's actually working after a fashion. Massive adjustment rather than not achieved at all. I think it's wonderful.
As I say, it's just this needs firming up and squaring off with the pin through it.
Yeah, it's all about alignment.
Yeah.
And the beginning of the Industrial Revolution is what we're looking at. Oh. Hang on, it's a bit. It's really off, it stayed on. So it's not crucial to have that vertical, it's just crucial to have these two spindles aligned.
Yeah.
And space enough for the wheel to rotate.
You're not spinning enough to make a jumper, are you?
Do you want to go home?
I think this is wonderful.
You're doing well, Snowy.
No, this is what we all came for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we do
whilst we
lots
know it needs refinement, it's working.
and it's a great learning experience.
Yeah.
These were just logs, you know, in the morning. So
Yeah.
Well, here we are. Mission
Well done.
accomplished.
Easy bit.
Well done. 3 cheers for Kent Bodgers. Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Well done, everyone.